Hi friends, in this video we will see about the computed properties. So what is a computed property? Let's see that one in a simple example. Now you have a requirement. Let's remove this all the code for simplicity sake. Okay, I will remove the data also. Now it is clean. Let's say you have a requirement that a person has a first name as John, okay, last name as Doe, okay. A person has a first name and a last name. Now you need to show the full name for that person. How you can show the full name? Do simply what you will take the mistake like syntax and you will simply show first name plus last name, okay, in order to get the gap between these two, first name and last name, and you will add a gap here. Okay, now what I will do, I will execute here. You got the John Doe. Yeah, fine. Now immediately the requirement has changed and they asked you to show the first name, full name of the user in the reverse order. Okay, now how you will show that one in the reverse order? What you will do? Okay, fine. What you will do, you will reverse this first name and last name. Okay, how you will reverse that one in the traditional JavaScript? You will split that one. Okay, split means it will take that string and convert it into the array, each pieces, and you will reverse that array. Okay, and you will join that array, each one. Okay, now save this one, and if you refresh, yeah, successfully we have converted that full name into the reverse order. Fine, that's fine, it's nice. But here if you look here, we have written the logic in the view template, right? It's looking something like very tedious and also very pain. Let's do some refactor here. How we can refactor? Let's take full name, okay, variable empty. Now when all the DOM is mounted, when the view instance is created, all the data is initialized and everything, we will form the full name. Okay, what you will do, this dot full name is equal to, we will copy this entire logic and we will paste it here. So in order to use the first name in that code, how you can represent is this dot. Okay, and here also this dot. Nice. Now what you will say, you will display this full name here in this one. Fine, well, let's see the output. Yeah, we got the same output. Fine. Now the requirement has changed a little bit. Okay, again we will be having two input boxes top. Okay, we'll be having two input boxes, so which will have first one with their first name. Okay, let's copy this one and let's remove this one. Okay, and another one with the last name. Okay, now when you refresh here, yeah, so John and Doe with first name and last name, it got successfully highlighted there. Now what user requirement is, now when the user changes the first name, automatically here the full name also, it should be in the reverse order, it should be dynamically updated. Now we will try to change that one, but what here is happening is it is not updating. What is happening here? What is happening is, at the first time when the view is initialized, mounted will be executed. Okay, mounted, when the mounted is executed, it will take the current first name and the last name and it will make it in the reverse order and it will store in the full name. Now what it is happening after view initialize and everything is completed, now we are dynamically changing the first name and last name. But if we change the first name and last name at this time, the mounted will not be executed. Mounted will be executed only once when the view is initialized. Okay, now what could be the solution here? In this scenario, computed properties comes into the picture here. So how we can represent the computed properties? Now in order to write the computed properties, we will be having computed property. Okay, we will be writing it here, and full name, whatever the full name we are having, so we will take it as a method here. Okay, so this is nothing but the computed property. So when you are having here as the computed property, we should not represent that computed property in the data variable. We can remove this one. Okay, this one is an it will behave as a normal property only, but it is a computed property. Now we will copy this all code, okay, and we will return here. Okay, now the full name what it is having is, it will return the first name in the reverse order. Now we will remove the mounted. Okay, now we will try to refresh. Again we are able to see the John Doe. Now when I try to change it here, see it is automatically changing. How this one is changing? Let's see. The computer property, what it will happen is, the computer property, whatever the properties, computer properties we are having here, this will be executed whenever the properties inside this computed property, inside the full name property is mentioned. So what are the properties mentioned here? The first name and last name. Whenever the first name and last name is updated, the data is updated, automatically the full name method will be executed, and it will give the updated full name. So this is the use of the computed property. Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.